Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And today we're doing another review on a belt. This is kind of style item. Now I've done a video in the past on the same similar type of belts, but I recently purchased a new one now. This one right here. I'm just really just reviewing the buckle part here because the belt, which I reviewed this one already, is the same concept, but the new one I bought is the same belt design, just a different front buckle. So that's really all it is. While this one is a open face design and the mechanism on it works a little bit differently, and I'll show you that in a moment. This one right here is a solid face design, and it doesn't have two parts to it, where this one has two parts. And I reviewed one similar that has a mechanism like this, but this one has a base and then a like a top buckle part. And let me just show you how this one works, just as a reminder. You slide it in like that. And these are both ratcheting belts. So you slide it in until it starts to hit a ratcheting. And then to release this one, you pull the buckle toward outwards, away from you, and it slides right out. Now, the company for this, and I'm going to throw the link inside the description, affiliated link on Amazon where you can purchase this, is CHAOREN. Now, this is the third belt from this brand that I have. You can look at the channel past video where I had a light, like a tan one, and then this one was reviewed. And I actually am a fan of it because they work. This is the only one that I had for a couple of months, maybe about 6 months, and I've had no problem with it. But the part I like about it best, especially as a dress belt, but I will now wear one as an everyday belt just because of the style that I like to rock. But the wear and tear, you don't get that wear and tear that you would on a traditional belt buckle. And now this one here is a closed face design, and I like it. I like the whole textured aspect on the front, even though this is a smooth surface, but the visual of that textured pattern, a little bit of other texturing over here. Now this mechanism uses like just the individual latch. So when you push this latch, it opens it up underneath this. You can see that moving, similar to the way this one does when you just pull this forward. So you don't have a two-part design on it where like you have the back base like that one and then the front part of the buckle. But nonetheless, it works the same way. And you adjust it to your size, which you can see here. You would have a cutout and you adjust it to your size. But as far as just style goes and whatnot, I'm really a fan of the ratcheting belt design because, like I said before, it's less wear and tear, so it lasts longer. I'm not big on a person needing to have name brand for everything. You pick your poison of what you want to be name brand and what you don't want to be name brand in regards to your accessories. But I definitely feel like a belt is one of those things, in my personal opinion, that you don't need it to be ultra flashy. You just need it to look nice and look clean, which I think these do. And um, the actual mechanism, the ratcheting effect, makes the belt last longer, which keeps it in better condition. So you have a more cleaner looking belt longer. And I think that, in my opinion, trumps the idea of, say, having a fancy belt, but fancy in terms of like a name brand, some high name brand, but it still has the conventional buckle mechanism, because at that point you get a lot of wear and tear. And I've had some regular belts, but also dressy belts that and even the dressy belts that were considered like a better name brand than this, not super fancy, but still had a name brand to it, that over time, because it was a dress belt and I didn't wear it as much, it wasn't as worn out as my regular daily belt, but it still did start to wear out. And at a certain point, it definitely, it starts not looking as nice. So that's one thing I definitely recommend to everybody, especially, like I said, on this channel, we're always trying to give positive advice for people to, upgrade their style or different trends that might work for them. Not everything's going to work for you. It might not be your thing, but just throwing it out there, I definitely recommend having a belt like this in your arsenal. They don't cost that much, so it's not going to break the bank. It's somewhere about like $14, $15, depending on the style, maybe up to 20. But I definitely think it's worth it. I definitely think it's worth having in the arsenal. especially as like a dress one or one that you keep clean. So even if you like your conventional belt, but if you're going to get dressed up in a suit, or, you know, maybe even if you're in a pair of jeans, but you have a nice dress shirt, you got a nice dress jacket over it, it's nice having a belt that you know is going to sustain itself without too much wear and tear. It's easy to put on and it flows nice. So that's my thoughts and recommendations on this and on the review. Like, comment, subscribe, share as always, you guys, and take care. Be safe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.